Imagine you tell your homegirl about a guy you got a crush on, and then later on, she sleeps with him. How would that make you feel? Is that breaking girl code or nah? Now, while you think about your answer, let me fill you in on this tea. Get in here, get in here. So, if you haven't heard, Megan Thee Stallion recently, and is still currently suing podcaster slash radio personality Milagro, right? Now, we're going to get into that a little bit later. But in her court case, she covered what actually went on with her, Tori, and Kelsey. Now, okay, we're going to let Armand Wiggins give us the tea, and then we're going to get into some things, shall we?
Then they got into the Kelsey piece. Did you get into an argument with Kelsey? She said, I've never gotten into an argument about, got into a fight with Kelsey or an argument about it with Kelsey over Tory Lanez. Megan Thee Stallion says, I never knew Kelsey to have a relationship or a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez. She said Kelsey liked Tory Lanez, but Kelsey had a boyfriend. Tory didn't like her. She knew it would hurt Kelsey's feelings to tell Kelsey about her and Tory. But the thing was, she said that Tory was being petty in the car and brought up the sexual relationship with Megan. But my thing is, if you never thought that they had a sexual relationship or any type of relationship, why would he be being petty and bring up the fact that y'all hooking up? What does that have to do with Kelsey? I didn't understand that. They were talking about when he brought up, well, when Kelsey mentioned that you backdoored her, what does she mean? Meg was like, I don't know what she means by that. He was like, well, what does backdoor mean? She's like, well, I don't know. Does it mean that you kind of did something behind her back? She said, it could be. And that's when they went into, well, Kelsey liked Tory, but he didn't like her. She had a boyfriend. And then she actually said, when Kelsey left California, that's when I slept with Tory. And then he said, so that was the backdooring, right? Megan said, could be.
I don't know, y'all. If you gotta wait until your friend go out of the state to mess with the guy that she got a crush on, that's sneaking, which means you shouldn't be doing it. Just my opinion. And I get what Megan's saying. Well, he didn't like Casey, and Casey had a boyfriend. But it's like, at what point do you feel like it's off limits? Because if your homegirl saying she like him, why would you want him? See, the kind of person that I am, and it's just me personally, I would be feeling like my homegirl trying to have a one-up on me. I'll be feeling like my homegirl's in secret competition with me. I would feel like my homegirl's a little envious of me. Because why does she think that she got to sneak and mess with somebody I like? Out of all these niggas walking on God green earth, regardless if I got a nigga or not, you can't let me have that. Even if he don't like me, let me just have that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if we actually had conversation, me and the guy, even though I can't touch it, I know it's forbidden food. Let me just get a little flirt when I can so I could feel special. Why do you gotta fully take that away from me by sleeping with him, knowing I liked him? And now it's one thing if we talking about my homegirl got a crush on a dude that she never fucking spoke to, and we just see him around. You get what I'm saying? Like, we in school or something, or in college or whatever, and she got a crush on, let's say, Damien. You know, she think Damien is fine. She see Damien all the time, but she never speak to Damien. You know, and she just, oh girl, he's so fine. Oh, I got a crush on him. He's so cute. Da-da-da. But Damien never speaks. She never speaks to Damien. Da-da-da. And then one day Damien push up on me. That's a little bit different, but then at the same time, it's still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your friendship, how that may go. Because your friend may look at you like, you knew I had a crush on him. Why did you do that? Like, you feel me? That's weird. I don't like that. I'm not okay with that. And I definitely think sneaking to wait till Kelsey went to California is a little, is violating. You know what I mean? I don't think they was ever really fucking friends, to be honest. Now, let me tell you a mini story time, okay? Because I got time today. All right. I was once friends with this girl. Well, I thought she was my friend, but clearly she wasn't. But I was once friends with this girl who we were really close, and I used to tell her about like the minute I had a crush on. But at the time, I had a boyfriend, okay? So I would be like, oh, girl, I love Troy. I think Troy's so fine. She'd be like, why you don't talk to Troy? I'm like, you know, because I'm in a relationship. Oh, I'm like, but if me and him don't work out, you know what I'm saying? I might holler at Troy or whatever, da-da-da-da. Then it was one dude, right? Let's say it was this dude named James, right? So I'm like, James always flirting me. James cute, but you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mess with James because he got baby mama drama, this, and that. But like, he cute though, but you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just a little flirtatious thing we do, but I ain't gonna step on no toes, whatever. There's two guys I told her about. Why the hell one day me and her sitting and we talking and I see James' name pop up on her screen? They texting. He's sending some emojis like that. So I don't say nothing, right? I don't say nothing. I peeped this, didn't say anything. Couple days go by, me and her talking again. She's like, so you sure you ain't gonna try to talk to Troy even though you like Troy? I said no, because I'm in a relationship. She's like, oh well, I've been texting Troy and he said he liked me. And I'm thinking to myself, you knew Troy all this time. You've been around Troy. You ain't never tried to talk to Troy. Why all of a sudden now you try to talk to Troy now that you know that I like him? Now all of a sudden you're interested in this Troy. So I was just like, okay, whatever, girl. I don't give a damn. Do you, whatever. Okay. Then it was another guy. Right? I know you're like, what the hell? Then there was another guy. Let's call him Peanut or some shit, okay? So me and Peanut would flirt all the time. He was like my work boyfriend or whatever, right? So I would flirt with Peanut or whatever, and my homegirl worked with us too. So I would flirt with Peanut. We would go on our lunch break together. We would hang out together, whatever. We would talk on the phone, whatever. So one day, me and my boyfriend had a little argument, which led to a breakup. When we broke up, I ended up hanging out with Peanut. So me and Peanut was talking at it like that, you know what I'm saying? I like Peanut, whatever. And you know, we go back to work and she see me and Peanut hanging out. She see I'm getting real close to Peanut. She see we feeling each other. She don't say nothing. But then it came a time and place where I had to pick between Peanut or my ex-boyfriend. I went back to my ex-boyfriend, right? We ended up making it work and I got back with him. And me and Peanut ended up not talking because Peanut felt some type of way, like, why you got back with that nigga, da da da. And I'm like, well, Peanut, listen, it is what it is. You feel me? Whatever. Me and Peanut was still cool, but it got a little tension between us because he was mad that I chose my ex-boyfriend, right? So now I'm out of my business. I'm back in my relationship. She like, oh, I've been talking to Peanut. I'm like, you been talking to Peanut? She like, yeah. And he told me that the reason why y'all stopped talking is because you wanted something that he didn't want. And I'm like, what's that? Oh, he just wanted to go with the flow and you wanted a relationship. So that's why, he decided not to talk to you anymore. And I started laughing because it's like, girl, if you only knew, okay? If only you knew. Bitch, that's not what happened. So I started laughing. So I said, so what's going on with you and Peanut now? Oh, we talking. We just, I'm gonna see where it go. We going with the flow. I don't want a relationship. So we gonna see what happens. So I'm like, so you okay with being his hoe? After you see me and Peanut flirting and talking this, and that, but now you okay being his hoe. That's a bitch that's in a secret competition with you. That's what every dude I liked, every dude she saw me talking to, she had to deal with. A year later, I found out that something went on with her and my boyfriend. So as we can see, if you got a friend like that, cut that bitch at the motherfucking roots, bitch, because she fraudulent, okay? Fraudulent, snaky, trifling bitch, okay? So yes, honey, and that's what Megan was giving. It's like, damn, girl, you making a stallion. You got all this body, yada, 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 yada. You famous. I'm Kelsey. I'm a nobody. I can't just have motherfucking Tory. Damn. Or at least let me think I got him, even if I got a boyfriend. I can't even get one superstar nigga? No. You got to take that from me too. I think that's breaking girl code because it seemed like, okay, it seemed like you're ready. It seemed like it was giving snaky energy. It seemed like she was never really Casey's friend. It seemed like she was jealous of Casey for whatever reason. And somebody can have more than you and still be jealous of you, honey. We already talked about that. But that's what it's giving. So you let me know. Do you think it's breaking girl code? Because, baby, if I like him, he's off limits. Or do you feel like, well, hey, I ain't mess with him. He ain't my man. So do what you please. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think. Me, if my homegirl says she likes somebody, I ain't even gonna talk to him. Because if I start dating him, he gotta be around my homegirl. And I know my homegirl still found him attractive and still liked him. So not only am I flossing this in her face, but shit, one day she might try to, okay? I like for me and my friends to have different tastes, bitch, okay? Point blank, period. That's just me. I want to be able to look at the dudes that my best friend like or my homegirl like and be like, ew, bitch, I would never, and vice versa. No. So that's just my POV. I would love to hear y'all POV. Put it down in the comments so we can do what? A kiki. As always, keep it clatchet. If you like this video, if you made it this goddamn far, bitch, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, binge watch the rest of my stuff, okay? And don't you forget to keep it clatchet. Mwah.